नमस्ते शिक्षकों। आज हम बात करेंगे कि बच्चों को शब्दों को अक्षरों में तोड़ने के बजाय उन्हें एक साथ मिलाकर पूरे शब्द के रूप में धारा प्रवाह पढ़ना कैसे सिखाया जाए। We've all seen this in the classroom. A young student looks at a simple word like kitab and freezes. They begin breaking it down into tiny disconnected pieces, sound by sound. K, I, T, A, B. Even when a student recognizes every symbol and vowel mark on the page, they can still find it difficult to stitch those distinct sounds together. Knowing the letters is an important first step, but the flow of reading only begins when those individual pieces merge into one continuous stream of sound. Often, the way we first teach the alphabet can lead to this habit. We commonly pair a starting letter with a specific picture to help a child memorize it, like teaching the letter M strictly as M for machli or fish. But watch what happens when that same child tries to read a full word like mutter. Because they have learned to link letters to images, their brain sees ma, ta, and ra and morphs them into pictures: a fish, a tomato, and a rope. Instead of hearing the phonetic sounds they need to actually read the word, their brain's limited mental room is suddenly crowded with three completely unrelated pictures. The child stumbles because there is no room left to focus on the sounds. Relying on these picture associations creates a barrier to blending. To help kids move forward, we must set the pictures aside and focus entirely on the sounds themselves. The solution is changing how we teach the relationship between a base letter and its vowel sign, or matra. Children need to learn to treat these two parts as a single, combined unit. Think of a glass of plain water. If you drop in a spoonful of sugar and stir it, the sugar completely disappears into the water. You can no longer see the individual grains. In reading, the consonant is the water, and the matra is the sugar. When we add the a matra to the letter M, they lock together into a single block, ma. In your classroom, you should vocalize this directly. Avoid saying M and a as separate steps. Speak it as one single changed sound, ma. When letters and matras dissolve into another this way, the child perceives them as a single readable unit. This prevents the stuttering caused by trying to manage too many loose pieces at once. We can practice this using the sequential grid. This tool compares base consonants with their ah forms in a simple, predictable layout. By reading top to bottom and left to right, children follow a clear rhythm. This helps them internalize the sound changes without guessing. Once the pattern is understood, we move to the non-sequential grid. Here, a single letter like ka is scattered randomly with different matras. Removing the predictable order forces the child to stop reciting from memory. It ensures they're truly looking at the combined sounds and recognizing them on sight. Now that the child can identify these dissolved sounds, we reach the final step, combining them to build complete words. A great starting point is using the a matra with words where the same sound is repeated twice, like na plus na. Reading words like nana, mama, or kaka takes very little brain power because the child only has to decode one sound and repeat it. This success proves to them that they are capable of reading full words. From these simple repetitions, children progress quickly. They soon move to varied syllables and eventually read full sentences without halting to sound out individual letters. Introduce this sugar and water blending method in your lessons. Focus on the sound rather than the tincture, and treat the letter and matra as one unbreakable unit. Moving a child's focus from fragmented letters to unified, dissolved sounds removes the friction from the reading process. It allows them to transition from a slow stutter to smooth, confident reading.